Assalamu alaikum students, I am Sabine Amjad. I am teaching you software testing. In this lecture, we will cover the topic compatibility testing. Let's have a look at the outline of our topic. Compatibility testing objectives, compatibility testing background, compatibility testing overview, platform and application version, standards and guidelines, and data sharing compatibility. Compatibility testing objectives. Let's have a look at the objectives of our topic. To ensure that software testing is meeting the business and user requirements and is optimized for quality. To check the application working in the same way for all platforms. To ensure reduction of future help desk costs which are incurred on providing customer support for compatibility issues. Compatibility testing background. Programs used to be developed as a standalone application. Those programs would be run in a known, understood environment, isolated from anything that could corrupt it. Today, programs need to import and export data to other programs. Programs run with different operating systems and web browsers and interoperate with other software running on the same hardware. For example, Google Chrome is available for Windows and Mac operating system separately. You can see in the picture the Google Chrome can be downloaded for 64-bit version of Windows 10, 8.1, 8 and 7. Here we have the definition of some software compatibility testing. Software compatibility testing means checking that your software interacts with and shares information correctly with other software. Interaction can occur between programs running simultaneously on the same computer and running on different computers connected through internet thousands of miles apart. For example, if google.com site is compatible, then it should open in all browsers and operating systems. Here are some examples of compatible software. Cutting text from a web page and pasting it into a document opened in your word processor. When you make your assignment, you copy content from different sites and paste it into the word processor like Microsoft Word. It means Microsoft Word has no compatibility issues with the text or graphics available in the browser. Otherwise, you would not have been able to make your assignments. Next is saving accounting data from one spreadsheet program and then loading it into a completely different spreadsheet. The next example is having photograph touch-up software work correctly on different versions of the same operating system. You can edit your pictures in both the online photo editing tools available, or you can download different tools and edit your pictures. These tools support different formats of the pictures, and you can also save edited pictures in different formats, for example, JPEG, PNG, etc. The next example is upgrading to a new database program and having all your existing databases load in and work just as they did with the old program. If a database file created in the old version of WAMP server cannot open or load properly in the latest version of WAMP server, then the WAMP server will not be a choice for many users. Similarly, if your product cannot run on different versions of the operating system and does not support different versions of other softwares, it will be difficult for it to survive in the market. Here we have levels of compatibility. There are two levels of compatibility considerations. First is no compatibility considerations, and the second is multitude of compatibility considerations. The example of no compatibility considerations is software for medical device. If software is for a standalone medical device, the device runs its own operating system, stores its data on its own memory cartridges, and does not connect to any other device, then it will require no compatibility considerations. The example of multitude of compatibility considerations is word processor. The word processor reads and writes different files from other word processors. It allows multi-users editing over the internet, supports inclusion of embedded pictures and spreadsheets from various applications. So, it will have multitude of compatibility considerations. To perform compatibility testing on a new piece of software, you need to get answer of the following questions. First is what other platforms like operating system or web browser and other application software is your software designed to compatible with. Second is if the software you are testing is a platform, what applications are designed to run under it. Third one is what compatibility standards or guidelines should be followed that define how your software interact with other software. Fourth question is what types of data will your software use to interact and share information with other platform and softwares. We will cover all these questions in this lecture. We will take start from first two questions, that is checking the compatibility of your software with other applications and platforms and checking the compatibility of your platform with different applications that will run on it. Platform and application version. Selecting the target platform or compatible applications is a program management or marketing task. Someone familiar with the customer will decide the target platform, maybe browser or operating system. They also need to identify the versions of the selected platform that the software needs to be compatible with. For example, software packages or startup screens may contain information like works best with AOL 9.0, requires Windows XP or greater, for use with Linux this version or the above. In this example, the list contains the minimum requirements for the software to operate properly. This list should be as small as possible but still meets customers' needs. Here we have two concepts, backward compatibility and forward compatibility. If something is backward compatible, it will work with the previous versions of the software. If something is forward compatible, it will work with future versions of the software. In the picture, you can see the example of backward and forward compatibility. Applications, libraries, and plugins on the leftmost side are compatible with all the drivers. Applications, libraries, and plugins in the middle are not backward compatible, means not compatible with driver 1.0. However, it is compatible with the current driver, that is driver 1.1, and also with future driver, that is driver 2.0. Application, libraries, and plugins on the rightmost side are only compatible with its current version, that is driver 2.0. It is not backward compatible and future compatibilities are also not considered for these applications, libraries, and plugins. This is another example of backward and forward compatibility. Here in the picture, my data.txt is compatible with its current Windows operating system, that is Windows 98, and word processor, that is Notepad 98. It is compatible with previous operating systems and word processors as well. It is also future compatible with WordPad running on Windows 2000 and above versions. Now we will discuss impact of testing multiple versions. Testing that multiple versions of platforms and software applications work properly with each other is a huge task. For example, you have to do compatibility test of a new version of operating system in which programmer has fixed numerous bugs, improved performance, and added many new features. There can be hundreds or thousands of existing programs for the current version of the operating system, The project goal is to be 100% compatible with them. You can see the pictorial representation of this example in the next slide. In this picture, you can see the new computing platform 2010. Multiple programs running on the previous operating system should be compatibility tested on this platform, like painting and drawing programs, databases, word processors, spreadsheet programs, games, educational programs, and many more. Here we are not talking about the versions of the applications. As you know, there are so many applications available with a number of versions, but every application and all its versions cannot be considered for compatibility testing because it will take a lot of time and effort. Ways to reduce the testing effort are equivalence partitioning and selecting the important programs. There are multiple criteria to select important programs. These include popularity, age, type, and manufacturer. The example of popularity is you can use sales data to select the top 100 or 1000 most popular programs. Example of age is you might want to select programs and versions that are less than 3 years old. By type, we mean what type of the software is, break the softwares into different types such as painting software, word processors, accounting software, database softwares, communication softwares, and so on. Select software from each category for testing. Then manufacturers, pick software based on the company that created it. Here in this picture, you can see a new software application that should be compatible with these shortlisted platforms and many other already developed applications. You can see the platform versions, platform 1, platform 2, and platform 3.1. Standards and guidelines. Now we will cover our question number 3. That is, what compatibility standards or guidelines should be followed that define how your software interact with other softwares. So there are two levels of standards and guidelines, high level and low level. High level, in which you guide your product's general operations, look and feel, and supported features, etc. Then low level standards and guidelines include nitty-gritty details such as file formats, network communication protocols, etc. High level standards. Consider the following questions to get information regarding the required platforms of a software to run. Will your software run under Windows, Mac, or Linux operating system? Is it a web application? If so, what browsers will it run on? Each of these have their own set of standards and guidelines that must be followed to claim that it is compatible with the platform. For example, to make your software Windows compatible, you will have to follow the standards and guidelines provided by Windows for the software to run under Windows operating system. Here is another example of high-level standards. Certified for Windows logo signifies that the software meets all the criteria defined by the guidelines. Software must pass compatibility testing by independent laboratory. The goal is to ensure that the software runs stably and reliably on the operating system. A few examples of the logo requirements are that the software supports mice with more than 3 buttons, supports installation on the disk drives other than C and D, supports file names longer than DOS 8.3 format, does not read, write, or otherwise use the old system files win.ini, system.ini, autoexecute.bat, or config.sys. These are only 4 items out of a 100 plus pages document. Low-level standards. These standards are considered for granted. These standards should be treated as extensions to the software's specifications. Means these standards should be included in the requirement specifications. The tester needs to find the standards for formats and design to confirm that the software meets the standards and guidelines. For example, software specification states the software will save and load its graphics files as .bmp, .jpg, and .gif formats. You need to find the standards for these formats and design tests to confirm that the software does indeed adhere to these standards. Low-level standards are more important than high-level standards. Here we have some more examples of low-level standards. Example 1 is you create a program that runs on Windows. Does not have look and feel of Windows software. For example, in Windows, the menu bar and toolbar are aligned at the top left side of the windows. But if in a program, the menu bar and toolbar are aligned at the top right side, the user will notice the difference, but he may use the program and ignore it. The program will not be certified for Microsoft Windows logo because it does not follow the high-level standards. Users might not be thrilled with the difference from other applications, but they could use the product. Example 2 is you create a graphics program that saves its file to disk as .pict file, that is a Mac standard format for graphics. Program does not follow the standards for .pict file. Your user will not be able to open the file in any other program. The software would likely be a short-lived product. It means if we do not follow the high-level standard, the user still can use the system, but if we do not follow the low-level standards, the product will be short-lived. Communication protocols, programming languages syntax, and any other means used by programs must adhere to the published standards and guidelines. Data sharing compatibility. Now we will cover the question number 4, that is, what types of data will your software use to interact and share information with the other platforms and software? A software adhering to the standards allows user to easily transfer data to and from other software is a great compatible product. The most familiar means of transferring data from one program to another is saving and loading disk files. Adherence to standards for the disk and file formats makes this sharing possible. Data sharing possibilities include file save and file load, file export and file import, cut, copy and paste, and dynamic data exchange. First one is file save and file load. You save data on a disk and hand carry it over to another computer running different software and load in it. The data format of the files needs to meet the standards for it to be compatible on both computers. For example, you copy a Microsoft Word file and paste it in USB from your computer, and then copy from USB and paste it into another computer that has only WordPad. For the file to open in WordPad, it should be compatible with it. It should meet the standards of word processors. Then we have file export and file import. These are the means that many programs use to be compatible with older versions of themselves and with other programs. To test the import feature, you need to create test documents in each compatible file format. Those documents would have equivalence partitioned samples of the possible text and formatting to check that the importing code properly converts it to the new format. For example, when you export database file from web server, you have multiple options of file formats in which you can export. If you export it as text file, it should be opened properly in the word processor along with its primary key, foreign key, relationships and the information of joins. Third data sharing possibility is cut, copy and paste are the most familiar methods of sharing data without transferring data to disk. In this case, the transfer happens in memory through an intermediate program called clipboard. The clipboard is designed to hold several different data types such as text, pictures, and sounds. Whenever a user performs a cut or copy, the data is placed in the clipboard. When he does a paste, it is copied from clipboard to the destination software. During testing, make sure that data can properly copied in and out of the clipboard to the other programs. The last data sharing possibility is dynamic data exchange. It is a method of inter-process communication under Microsoft Windows. It allows one program to subscribe to items made available by another program. The difference between DDE and clipboard is that with DDE, data can flow from one application to other in real time. Cutting and copying is a manual operation. With DDE, transfer can happen automatically. Example is a written report in a word processor that has pie chart created by a spreadsheet program. If it is copied and pasted in the report, it would be a snapshot in the time of the data. If the author linked the pie chart into the report as an object, when the underlying numbers for the chart change, the new graphics will automatically appear in the report. You can see the reference of this topic, that is chapter 9 of the mentioned book. This is the end of the lecture. Take care. Allah Hafiz.